and it's great, but you need to know, and it will save you a lot of money. But
Well, you're right. You do need to know your personality, because if you at 12 o'clock you shut down for the day, you might be in trouble. Now, if you're an author, that makes a little difference, because as an author, I mean, I write at all different times, But then there are business things that I need to take care of at certain times too. But writing itself, which is what I do, is kind of all over the place. I may take a 5-hour lunch because nothing's coming, and that would be okay, So you have to kind of decide.
that's right.
Yeah.
It depends on the business. For you, creativity is everything. You may have a better office at the beach or in the mountains.
The mountains.
So it can work. For me, that's more relaxing.
Yeah.
How many employees will I need if we're going to need employees?
Yeah.
So if you think you need employees to build something, then you need to know if you can afford them, if you can bring them up. If not, you got to start off with one, and that's yourself. Treat yourself like an employee, as well as you're going to be managing yourself. What type of suppliers? Now, obviously, this is more so if you have a product. Finding the right supplier is key, because everybody's different. And one supplier may charge you more, but more particularly, that supplier may not work with small businesses. So they may not give you terms that you want. So you need to find a supplier that will work with you, that will help you grow and nurture you.
Good point.
Insurance
Very good point.
is always important. Unfortunately, the way we look at insurance is doesn't do any good until you need it. But you need insurance, because anything can happen. If you don't have the insurance, something will happen, and it may not be good when it does. Now, one that's near and dear to my heart. How do I know if I'm paying the right amount of taxes? Taxes will take you out. I get 2 clients a month whose business is doing well, and they owe thousands of dollars because they didn't understand what part taxes pay in their business. So we have to work with them. We have to go through, find out payroll taxes. They paid themselves, or they paid their employees, but they didn't pay the payroll taxes. Or they didn't file the income tax returns because they didn't know how to file the income tax returns. And we work with these guys to try to educate them. This is what you must do to make this work. So I spend a lot of time with IRS. I have a wholesaler. And this guy, he was very successful. He went from $250,000 gross into about $1 million in 3 years.
Wow.
Gross. However, he never made any money. When he came to me, there was a tax audit, and I had to settle that and so on. And I looked at all his money was tied up in his inventory.
Wow.
So we had to work through that, and we had to get the taxes down. We had to try to figure out how he was there. Go ahead.
I have a question for authors in particular, because a lot of times authors we don't all have bookstores. So unless we can get our books in a bookstore, we tend to sell it ourselves.
Right.
So you go to these book events, you buy a vendor space, and you may sell 2 books, you may sell 10 books. What do you do? A lot of times people don't charge you a tax. They'll just say it's flat $10, and that's it. Well, how do you figure that one out? Is that?
Well, the sales tax is based in that flat fee. So you then have to back the sales tax out.
So I would now have to go pay that if I don't charge it to the client. Oh.
That's right.
Okay.
That's a bit of tax advice there.
Okay.
Some of the things we talked about, and I know just sort of scratched the surface, but some books that people may want to read, the E-Myth, and because they're not paying me anything. You have to find the author, but the name you can find on the internet. And it talks about starting a business, what you should do in starting your business, your thought processes and everything. It does it very well. The SBA is pretty good. They have resources for that.
Yeah, I've worked with them.
A more local scale is probably EDD. Works in partnership with an organization called WorkSource. They have job centers, and if you have employees that you want trained, you can have them go there and they work with you. Or if you're looking for employees, you can go there. They will help you. Some more specific ones, the SBDC, and those are small business development corporations.
They do loans as well, don't they?
They do loans. They do what's called micro loans. So that might help you. So if your credit is not that good, that's another place. Now, micro loan is generally maybe $5,000. Sometimes can be as much as $20,000. So it will help you. It's not going to tie you over to buy everything, but it will help you get through. And you should investigate those. I do seminars with a couple of these guys. One is PACE. We do those downtown for small businesses as well as EDD. It's aimed at payroll taxes. I'm a presenter with them. So we talk about what small businesses need to do and how they can stay afloat in these times.
Okay. So give us your contact information, then recap. We have 2 minutes.
Okay. You reach me, please go to my website. That's sykesaccounting.com. We are on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can link up with us. You can view us on YouTube. My name again is Anthony Sykes. My local number is 562-864-2341. And what we want to cover, what we want to remember, what I want you to remember out of this as a summary is you need to be able to market your business. Excuse me. You need to know what legal structure that business is going to be. That's a key thing. How you're going to manage your business. Every owner of a business has to remember they're an employee second and a manager and officer first. They have to look for that growth of the business. Where they're going to have their business, an office or home. How many employees, if they want to start off with employees. And if you need insurance, get that. And then finally, make sure you have your tax situation taken care of. Come see me.
Thank you so much. And of course, Anthony can be seen on Literary Speak Tuesdays. Literary Speak airs Tuesdays at 6:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. and Thursdays at 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. Literary Speak 6:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays 12 and 12. Thank you for watching Literary Speak. We strive to make you literate about every aspect of your life, and taxes dominate our lives, particularly around this time of year. Thank you.